Good morning, everyone. Today we find ourselves at West Magnolia in northern Colorado. This is part of the Boulder Ranger District, and we are currently on Trail 355 on the westernmost trail. There's 3 entrances. What I've read is this trail isn't particularly difficult, but what's really cool about it is it has 2 mines that you can visit that have quite a few structures and all the different mining equipment. So it's really neat to be able to see that. Other than that, I've seen some conflicting things about what to expect on this trail. This is my very first time being here, so yeah, I don't know. I guess I can call this a pre-running. I'm pre-running West Magnolia, and that's the name of the trail, is West Magnolia. It's really popular for camping right here up front. Especially the middle one. The middle one has a lot of camping. And then eventually we'll meet up with Trail 105, which comes out into the Rollins Road, or Moffat Road. And I couldn't determine what the parking situation was like down there on the Rollins side. So we'll check that out. That's one thing I've seen consistently, is a lot of people say it's better to run this south to north. So basically picking up at 105 and then coming up to 355. But I can't find really anything where people were talking about what the parking situation is like right there. And it's really hard to see and really hard to tell like what's going on right at the road, the main road, if you're able to park there. So we'll determine that today. I do not believe I'll show like the entire route, probably just like highlights and whatnot. .355 to 105. Saw some actual snow up here, which I was surprised to see. Alright, 105, trails this way. Man, what did I do with my glove? There it is. The other thing I've seen reported about these mines is that they are on private property, so keep that in mind. As I've said before, the Boulder Ranger District does a lot better job of assigning the different trails, unlike the Canyon Lakes Ranger District, which is kind of like my home turf, so to speak. Sometimes you have no idea what trail you're on. It's just the way it is. It's the Old West up there. They still haven't reopened left hand after the flood. And at this point, it probably is never going to reopen to off-roading. That was the premier #1 destination for off-roaders in northern Colorado, was left hand. So that's why it's a little bit surprising that they've been able to keep it closed, considering how popular it was. This isn't a particularly long trail either. I believe it's less than 6 miles from the trailhead that we found at the beginning of 355 to the end of 105 at Rollins Road or Moffat Road. Here's the first mine ruins that you come across on West Magnolia off of Trail 105. RZR's parked right there. The trail, you can kind of see, cuts across there, kind of a hairpin turn. This is the Lone Star mine. Some cool stuff. Big boiler with the flues. Cool. Mine and Smelter Supply Company, Denver, Colorado. Cool, look at that thing. Steam lines running underneath the ground. Interesting. The bearing block. Being in fabrication and manufacturing, it's always interesting to me what they were able to do so long ago. That's some cool stuff. Really cool machining. I wonder if those were the ore carts. Maybe. Here's the tailings pile. Cool, cool. Private property. Cool. Look at the size of those timbers. One thing you'll see in a lot of the mines that you come across is they're intentionally caved in to keep people out. And you got that down there. Wow. I wonder if that's just the cave-in. If it went down and then across, and this is just caving in as time goes. That would be my guess. Pretty soft ground though. It's not hard rock. So again, this is the Lone Star mine right off of 105. Next we need to find the Champion stamp mill. That's down there somewhere. Rumor is that they're getting ready to move it though. So we'll see if it's still there. I haven't really read anything about it or seen any current pictures, so yeah, it could be gone. But getting the RZR, let's go look for the Champion stamp mine. All right, there she be. Champion stamp mill, a tin stamp mill, fairly intact. It was a pretty crazy hike to get here. GPS coordinates aren't that accurate that I have found, but I found it. So it's a little bit of a hike to get here. Big boiler. Wow. That's crazy. Check out these ruins. Old bench. Sweet. So there's an overview. Hiking trails down there a little bit. But look at that. That is awesome. FM Davis Iron Works, Mine and Smelter Supply Company, Denver. Geez, just imagine all the ore coming in up there, dropping into the hopper, and then all getting crushed by these things. And somehow making their way down there to be processed, I imagine. Yeah, like sluice boxes or something. I don't know. That is crazy. Wow, that's pretty cool. So that's right off of 105, West Magnolia Trail. It's a little bit of a hike to get here. Use GPS coordinates, and basically it's a ballpark estimate where this was. At least my coordinates were. And there you go. You get rewarded with that. I'm not sure what the mileage of the hike was. Maybe a mile. But there's a lot of little branches, little off-split trails, so you kind of have to pay attention so you don't get lost. That's cool. Really, really cool. All right, let's pick it up back on the trail again with the RZR. All right, we'll start making our way down to the Moffat Road and see what the situation is for parking down there. That's what I'm most curious about. A lot of private property back in here. .09. So that Champion mine was pretty cool. Amazing how complete it is. As I was saying, there are rumors that they're going to move it. There's water. Cool. That they are thinking of moving it down to Netherlands for the museum down there. 105 that way, 105A. It's kind of nitpicky, but I like it when trails use letters to designate secondary and alternate routes versus some places that have like 501.1, 501.12. That's, I don't know, I don't like that. Boulder Ranger District and Canyon Lakes Ranger District doesn't really do that. Hardly ever. They use letters. Buildings. No parking, private property, cameras in use. Wow, what a bummer to live right there next to an off-road trail. Another private residence. The cool thing about the proximity of this, that being right off of Moffat Road, you can catch up with Rollins Pass. So you could do a twofer. Come in and either do this trail first, come back down, then do Rollins Pass, or vice versa. And that's what I was most interested in, is seeing what the situation is with parking. That's why I keep bringing it up, to see if you're able to do that. I wasn't paying attention where the seasonal gate is. So here, yeah, there's no parking here. No parking. It's kind of what I thought. All right. I'm gonna make my way back up and pay a little more attention to any pullouts or whatever for a truck and a trailer. But yeah, that's definitely a no-go down there. So I think this is gonna do it for West Magnolia and the Boulder Ranger District. Again, that's trails 355 and 105. Near Nederland, Colorado. We saw the two mines, which is really, really cool. And other than that, it's really short trails. Not really like rock crawling. There's no real water crossings or anything like that. It's just your basic, Saturday morning trail. You're gonna get it done fairly quickly in an ATV or a RZR. So it's basically what it comes down to. Your basic trail. Couple cool mines, one you gotta hike to, and yeah, we'll call it good. So again, this is Bullet Outdoors. If you like what I do, please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, this has been Bullet Outdoors. Peace.